The people who walked in darkness have seen a great light. Isaiah chapter 9, 1. And we can see this in Mathew 4:16. Today we celebrate the feast of light. The great light came into this world, incarnated in the human body. And those who were walking in darkness, they saw the light and they followed the light. And those who followed the light were saved. And this light is still shining in this world. When we celebrate Christmas, we use a lot of lights, colorful lights. We have Christmas trees decorated with lights. And in your homes, you use a lot of lights, colorful lights to decorate your house. In India, we also do the same, but little differently. We decorate the whole church with the lights, both inside and outside. Church outside, we decorate it with lights from top to bottom. So it will be shining like something sun with colorful lights. So it is very good to see churches in Christmas in India. We give a lot of importance to light at this time, at the time of Christmas, because He is the light who is born in the crib, in the manger. What is light? We have light from the sun. Sun is the most powerful light in this universe. That is our source of light. From this sun, everything receives light. The moon also receives light from sun and reflects, and we get light at night. All the electricity we have, everything that is receiving light from the sun and reproducing or reflecting. Our very existence in this world is just because of the light of the sun. If there is no sun, the whole world is in utter darkness. There is no tree will grow, nothing will move in this world. So everything we see here moves and grows just because of the sun, the light from the sun. The light from the sun is reflecting. It is reflecting. That is why we can see the things here, because they reflect the sunlight. They reflect the light. If the light is not reflected, we cannot see anything. That is why the black things, they don't reflect the light. They absorb the light. So the black things is not easy to see, find. So the light, the sun which produces this light is very powerful. But there is one more light in this world which is more powerful than the sun's light. What is that? That is Christ. That is Jesus. You know, the sun can reflect its light only part of the world at a time. Now we have sunlight, sunshine we have. But the other side of the world, it is dark. They are at night there. So the sun cannot reflect its light to the whole world. Only partial the sun can reflect the light. But the light of Jesus, which is greater than the light of sun, it can reflect the whole world at a time. So the Christians in the United States, in Africa, in India, in Asia, all over the world, they enjoy the light of Jesus now at the same time. They can experience the light of Jesus at the same time. That is the difference between the light of the sun and the light of Jesus. What is this? God's light? Jesus. That is the glory of God. The glory of God is shining in Jesus. We have in the biblical references, at the time of transfiguration, the 3 disciples were with Jesus. And Jesus appeared in his glory. Jesus appeared in his true glory. The disciples could not look at him because of the radiance of the light. If they look at Jesus, their eyes could become blind. So they fell down. They fell down. Another example of this glory of God. Saul, when he was persecuting the church, he was traveling with his companions to Damascus. Suddenly, Jesus appeared to him with his full glory. They could not look at Jesus because of the light. So he fell down, and all his companions fell down. As a result, he lost his sight. He became blind. That is the true light of God. That is true God with his full glory. And he has incarnated here in this manger. What is the opposite of light? It is darkness. It is darkness. Light has a source, but darkness has no source at all. The whole world by its nature is dark. It is darkness. If there is no light, the world is full of darkness. If the sun doesn't rise for a day, it's all dark. If there is no sun for a week or a month, we all will sit in darkness or die. So, opposite to light is darkness. And darkness is here, everywhere. Everywhere darkness is there. When we switch off this light, it's dark. So when light came into this world, Jesus incarnated in this world, the darkness slowly moved. He did not remove the darkness from the world, but the darkness, because of the light, moved back. So when the presence of God is here, no darkness. That is why Jesus says, and this is the condemnation, that the light has come into the world and men loved darkness rather than light because of their evil deeds. Darkness represents evil. It is evil. So whatever evil things happens in this world, mostly it happens at night. So those who are doing evil things, they are afraid of doing it in darkness, revealing it to the world, revealing it to others. A little while longer, the light is with you. Walk while you have the light, lest darkness overtake you. He who walks in darkness does not know where he is going. While you have the light, believe in the light, that you may become sons of light. Believe in God, believing in the light, we become children of light. The children of light is walking in the light. The children cannot walk in darkness. They can walk with the light. And while they walk with the light, they also become bearers of light, torch bearers. The darkness in our life we can see everywhere. Everywhere we can see darkness. Now, this pandemic, it is a dark year for us. It's a dark year. There are dark sides in the world who has not received Jesus Christ. They don't know about what is Christ, what is truth, what is love, what is forgiveness. They don't know. I was working in India, and last 8 years I was working in the northeastern region of India, where there were a special state where there are only tribals were living. They were living in the dense forest. They live in villages. But their life was miserable. 25 years before, they were not Christians. They believe in the natural powers. And they fight each other. Since they are tribals, they have clans and tribes, and they sometimes fight each other, and they kill each other. And so many die because of the fighting. They don't know what is forgiveness. They don't know what is love. Love the enemy. They cannot forgive others. When Jesus came into this place, they accepted Jesus, they received Jesus. First, those who became Christian, they enjoyed the light in their life, and the darkness was fully removed. By the time those who are living in darkness, they become enemies to the children of light, and they started persecuting the Christians. There was a severe persecution in that region some years back, maybe 15 years back. So many churches were burned. So many Christian houses were burned. So many were persecuted, tortured. And later, today, those who persecuted, they all became Christians. They understood that there is light in this religion, in Christianity, in Jesus Christ. They themselves converted and they became Christians. I have seen people who burned churches, and he is a Christian leader, a pastor. I have seen people who really tortured the Christians, and now they are leading the church. They became torch bearers. I had my right hand with my catechist. He was sharing his experience that he burned the Bible. And all the literatures they came to distribute to the Christians, to the people there, he collected them all and burned. Once he became sick, one Christian came to visit him. He prayed for him and gave him the Bible. You read this Bible and Jesus will heal you. When the man went out from his house, he took the Bible and put it in the fire and burned. Now he was my catechist. He repented for his sin, became Christians. He started preaching Jesus, became torch bearers. That is why when light comes into darkness, people, those who are living in darkness, those who are walking in darkness, they realize the power of this light and they follow Jesus. They not only follow Jesus, but they become torch bearers. That is the power of this light. My dear brothers and sisters, I told this year, 2020, it is our dark age, dark year. Some of us might have seen darker than this in your life, but many of us, it's the first time that we see a dark age in our life. Last year when we celebrated Christmas, the church was full. And this year, how many people were here? Many of them cannot understand the things happening in this world. They find difficult. They are walking around in the darkness. There is darkness in our life when we have failures in our life. There is darkness in our life when we lost our job because of the pandemic. There is darkness in our life because many of us lost our dear ones because of the coronavirus. There is darkness in our life. We cannot move around. We cannot visit our dear ones. My dear brothers and sisters, we are the children of light. We forget that we are the children of light. That's why we remain in darkness and we are moving around in darkness. Light brings changes in our life. If we are worried about our life, what is happening around us, what is happening in this world, we are destroying ourselves. We are destroying ourselves. Those who are walking in darkness, they fell down somewhere. While I was in India, in my parish, a woman came to me running. She was crying and asked me, "Father, please help me. I don't know this lady. She's not a Catholic. She belongs to some other denominations. What happened? Father, I am going to die in 3 months." What? I'm going to die in 3 months. Believe me. I asked, are you kidding? It looks fun for me. Then she told, she was leading a normal life, good life. There was no problem. She has his husband, she has her husband and children. Good life. One day she went to visit a person who is prophesying, a prophet of, I don't know which denomination. He prayed and told, there is something wrong going to happen in your life. In 3 months, you are going to die. First, she was very frightened. Again, she thought of visiting another prophet. She went and visited another one, and he also said the same. You are going to die in 3 months. She is so much worried, tension. She started running here and there, visiting all the dear ones. Telling them, I am going to die, please pray for me, I am going to die. She started visiting all the churches, all the pastors, pray for me, I am going to die. And that is how she came to me. She came to me in order to ask permission to say something in our Catholic Church about this incident. She wants to ask prayer help from our believers. I told, I will pray for you. I laid my hands over her, prayed, and I told, you are not going to die in 3 months. You are not going to die in 3 months. I am also a prophet. I am a priest, I am a prophet, and Jesus told me to tell you, you are not going to die in 3 months. She believed. She was happy. She went back. I think she is still alive. It is because of the fear inside her. Somebody told something that you are going to die. She took it in seriously, and the fear started going. And if I did not say that word, I am sure that she will die in 3 months because of the fear. She may die of heart attack or something else. She may not die of accident or anything else. She may die because of her tension and worries inside. This is what happens sometimes in our life. When we look around the things, what is going on around the world, the whole world is in a depression. The pandemic is not ending. And now we hear the second version of the virus also is coming out. We are all worried what to do. Are we going to die? We are still walking in darkness. Or we closed our eyes and trying to walk in light. He is our source of our life, who is in the manger. Look at this manger. His life is a total failure in the light of the world. If you look in the sight of the world, his life is a total failure. Look at the cross. The world says total failure. And what is the distance between the manger and the cross? You may see 10 feet. What is the distance between Bethlehem and Calvary? Maybe 3 or 4 miles. That is his life. It's not 3 or 4 miles. From his birth till the death on the cross, that is his life. He was a total failure in the sight of the world. His birth in a poor situation. He is a king. King, son of David, is born in the manger, in the stable. Not even a room or anything. Totally zero. And throughout his life, he has no home, nothing. Lived in someone else's home. Slept on the way or somebody's house. And all the leaders and educated people, they all became enemies. His friends were poor people, the oppressed, the slaves, the sick, the sinners. They are his friends. And his death, the total condemnation from the world, dying on the cross. My dear brothers and sisters, he is asking us to follow him. Are you ready to start your life from Bethlehem and end it at the cross? Are you ready to travel with him, to walk with him? You don't have to be afraid of anything happening in this world. You don't have to be worried of anything happening in the world. The faith, the hope that he gives, that nobody else in this world can give. The guarantee he gives that no one else in this world has never given. So those who follow him will never walk in darkness. My dear brothers and sisters, we are his children. We are the chosen ones. Our life itself, it is a life from Bethlehem to the Calvary, a journey with Jesus, following him, sleeping with him on the street, under the tree, moving with him, witnessing what he was doing, and finally accepting the cross. If you are following him, he will be following you. If you are following him, he will be following you. Wherever you go, he is there. Whatever suffering you face in your life, he is there. He is behind you. The guarantee he gives is that he is always with you. He is always behind you, supporting you. He is not allowing you to fall down. He is helping you to carry your cross. When he is tortured, when we are tortured, when we are persecuted, when we are rejected, when we are suffering, not I or not we are suffering, but he is suffering. It pains to him. And he will take care of that. So, my dear friends, the world may go upside down. Don't worry. He is here. He is with you, with all of you. He is always with you, behind you. You are walking in light, not in darkness. Those who are walking in darkness, they are worried of their problems, of looking at the world. They have so much problems, troubles, tensions, anxiety. But we don't have to be worried because he takes all our worries and problems with him. He takes care of us. He carries us. He cares us. He is with us always. And that is what he promised. That is what we enjoy. You might have enjoyed in your life the care, the love, the support what he is giving. And this is what I enjoyed throughout my life. That is what I strongly say this to you, what I experienced in my life. I experienced that he is just behind me. Even I am standing here at the pulpit. He is just behind me. He doesn't allow me to fall down. When I move around, when I travel around, he is just behind me. That is my faith, and that is your faith. So let us, at this Christmas time, change our life. Follow, go to Bethlehem, start our journey, which is ending at Calvary. And he will be with you until the end of your life. God bless you.